Hello. All right. Welcome, Peyton, and everybody watching the recording. Hello. Welcome to your yoga practice. Today will be very chill, just chill yoga flow. So we will be flowing. We will be kind of flossing through the joints, getting a good stretch. Heart rate may rise for a little bit, kind of at the peak, and then we'll make sure to slow down, really wind things down, and chill the heck out. So
Is it just me?
just saying.
Oh Lord.
For now, there's usually always some people that join a little bit.
Okay. I don't even have a yoga mat.
Oh man.
We're gonna wing it.
Oh man. Yeah. Do your best. If anything hurts.
Wing it.
Yeah, just one for now. There's literally always a couple people that join a little bit later. So we'll see. If not, that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, just get started in a comfortable seat. If you want to sit on your shins, on your knees, you can. If you want to start sitting cross-legged, that's also a good option. Maybe lying on your back. No rush. No right or wrong. Just start to bring your attention inwards towards your physical body. Maybe after a day of keeping your attention outwards on your to-do list or on other people. Just give yourself the permission to bring your awareness out of the past. Take your attention away from the future. And just sink deeply into this present moment, using your breath as an anchor. Keep bringing your attention back to your breath over and over. That's why this is called a practice. And try to keep your breath pretty dramatic. Inhaling through the nose, filling up the belly. And exhaling out the mouth, feeling your shoulders start to pull heavy down towards the ground. In through the nose, drawing the air in nice and slow, really feeling the oxygen come into each cell. And feel your chest start to soften and lower down towards your belly with every exhale. Find a rhythm that feels nice and calming in through the nose. And out through the mouth. We'll start to connect to your Ujjayi breath. So in through the nose. And then keep your lips sealed out through the nose. Create a little constriction in the back of your throat, creating a sound like an ocean wave. Inhaling, filling up the belly. Find a little suspension at the top of your inhale, just a moment of stillness. And keep that constriction of the throat as you exhale out the nose for your Ujjayi breath, creating some fire within you. And 2 more cycles like that. In. Keep your eyes soft, tune your awareness towards your breath. And out. And final cycle here. Beautiful. Keep your eyes closed and just bring your breath back to its natural state, whatever breath feels comfortable and relaxed for you. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart center. Maybe your thumbs can rest on your sternum. Pull your heart forward and your shoulders back. With your palms together, almost like a sign of gratitude. Give yourself some gratitude for showing up for your practice and set an intention for maybe how you'd like to feel throughout the next 30 minutes. Setting an intention as a reminder of why you showed up for your practice. Or just a mantra that you want to say to yourself to bring yourself back to the present moment. Beautiful, relax your palms, you can open your eyes, soften the muscles in your face, and start to roll your shoulders up towards your ears, pull them back and down. Nice big dramatic circles all the way forward, up, back, and down, creating some tension in the neck, squeeze all the way up, and then push all the way down. Maybe feel some cracks. And start to reverse the circle, pull them forward, down. Keep the quality of your breath throughout this entire practice. Good, beautiful, big circles all the way up and down. Plant your right palm on the earth, out to the side, and lift your left fingertips up and over. Send your gaze up to the skies. You create a big stretch and arch in the left side body. As you inhale, feel your ribs on the left side start to pull apart from one another, creating space between your ribs and your hips. And as you exhale, plant your left palm down, reach your right fingertips all the way up, gaze to the sky, big arch on the right side body. Use your breath to deepen each pose. And come back through center. Now plant your right palm behind you. Use your left hand to kind of twist against your knee. Send your gaze behind your right shoulder. Inhale, grow a little bit taller. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Beautiful, other way. Left palm behind you, right arm twists. Inhale for length. Exhale, look back behind that left shoulder. And come back to center. Good, bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart for a little butterfly position. Hold onto your ankles as some support or your shins. Start to pull your heart forward, lengthen your spine. And then fold forward, pulling your sternum down towards your ankles, but keep it relaxed. Let your head hang heavy. Don't use any force, just let gravity do the work. Send your inhales into the back of your rib cage, creating some expansion in the back of your heart. And exhale, soften your neck, let your head hang heavy. And then start to roll onto your back, extend your legs long. Relax your head onto the ground. We'll plant your feet, bend your knees. And just windshield wiper your knees all the way to the right. And all the way to the left. Giving that lower back a little bit of a warm up. If you need to hang out on one side, feel free to do so. And again, keep bringing your attention back towards your breath or towards your intention. Good, bring your knees back through center. Hug your shoulder blades underneath you. Drive your heels into the ground and raise your hips up. Interlace your fingers behind you for a bridge pose and a shoulder stretch. Think about pointing your tailbone up to the sky. Try to lift your toes up so that your weight is in your heels. Knees are pointing towards the front of the room. And chest is pulling up towards your chin. Good, keep your hips high. Just release your hands and extend your fingertips all the way behind you overhead. And exhale, reach your fingertips now towards your heels as you lower your hips. We're gonna move with your breath. Inhale, hips up, arms overhead. Extend behind you. Exhale, hips down, reach towards your heels. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. Beautiful, cross your right ankle over your left knee and then give your left knee a big hug. So we're really stretching out your right glutes for this figure four supine position. I like to rock side to side. And then let your legs stay right where they're at, but fall all the way to the left side of the room here. So that you're in a figure four twist. Extend your arms out to a T and gaze towards your right fingertips. If you want a deeper stretch, you can use your left palm to keep pressing your right knee up towards the sky. Beautiful, come back through center and switch your legs, cross the left ankle over that right knee. Hug your right knee into your chest. Rock and roll side to side. And then allow all of your lower body to fall to the right side of the room as you extend your fingertips and gaze towards the left. Come back through center, hug your your knees into your chest. And then rock up and down your spine, create a little ball. And create a little massage against your back muscles. Up and down, up and down. Then I'll meet you in a tabletop position facing the front of your room. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists, stack your hips on top of your knees. We're gonna stretch out our feet. So allow the balls of your toes to be on the ground, fingertips pointing forward, and then start to sink your hips back towards your heels, getting a big stretch in kind of like your big toes, and then shift forward. Exhale, press your hips back, really big stretch in those toes. Inhale, push forward. And then one more. Good, come back to tabletop. Lengthen your feet so the tops of your feet are flat. And then we're gonna sit back onto your heels to also stretch out the other side of your feet. So as you're sitting on your shins here, place your palms behind you and then pick your knees up as you shift your weight back onto your feet and forward. Kind of rolling out those ankles, shift back. You put as much weight on your hands as you need to so that you don't hurt yourself. Shift back. Just kind of massage out the top of your feet and you roll out your ankles a little bit. You can go side to side if you'd like. Move slow, move carefully, especially if you've never done anything like this. And then come back to tabletop for traditional cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, open up your heart, send your gaze up and back. And exhale, round through your tailbone. Exhale, exhale, tuck your belly. Inhale, pull your heart forward, gaze is up. And exhale, round and tuck your chin. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat. Make this very dramatic. How round can you make your spine? And how arched from your tailbone to your neck can you make your spine? Good, a few more rounds like that. Move with your breath. Inhale for extension. Exhale for flexion. Then go back through center, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. First downward facing dog of the day. Pedal it out if you need. Make sure you have a lot of space between each finger. Spread them wide and then point all your fingers towards the front of your space. Let your head dangle, press your heart back towards your thighs. You can shift your hips side to side. And shift your weight forward for our first high plank position, engaging the core. Send your nose as far forward as you can. Pick up your heels as high as you can. Squeeze your elbows in by your side as you slowly start to lower down, chaturanga. Flip your feet so the tops of your feet are on the ground. Inhale, pull your heart up and forward, upward facing dog. And then use the strength of your abs to lift your hips up and roll over the tops of your feet, downward facing dog. A few rounds like that. Inhale, pull forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Try to lift your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Up, downward facing dog. One more round with your breath in and out. In and out. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Good, a full round of breath here, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Good, inhale your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Open your hips, bend your knee. If you'd like to flip your dog, you can do so by landing your right foot, pressing your hips up to the sky and extending your right fingertips towards the front of your room. And then bring your right foot all the way to the front of your space, drop your knee. Low crescent lunge, arms up. Bring your palms to heart center, hook that left elbow outside your right knee for a twist. And keep your hips low, pulling towards the front of your room. Send your gaze up towards the sky behind your right elbow. Good, frame your hands, frame your right foot. Tuck those left toes, engage your left leg so the left knee lifts up. And then start to walk your hands towards the long side of your mat. So we sit into our right hip for Skandasana, like a side lunge. You can use your hands if you'd like to stand all the way up and then shift towards the other side, bringing your hips towards the back of the room. Skandasana into your left lunge. And all the way through other side. We're just shifting side to side through our side lunge, Skandasana here. One more pass through towards the back. And towards the right. Shift forward for high crescent lunge now. Keep that left knee lifted and arms up towards the sky. Big bend in that front right knee. Shoulders down. Heart is open. And exhale, left palm to the ground, right palm to the sky for lunge twist. Really reach those right fingertips as high up as you can. Create a deep, deep twist here. Lift your left hamstring a little bit higher towards the sky. Send your gaze up towards your right fingertips. And then drop that back knee. Capture your left foot in your right palm for a quad stretch. Pull your heart back. And pull your shoulders back so you open up your heart. Keep your hips down towards the ground for a deep stretch. Good, release that left foot, straighten the right knee, come up towards pyramid pose. All 10 toes are facing the front of the room. Both knees are straight. Both heels are on the ground. Relax the back of your neck so your nose goes towards your right knee. Square your hips off. Hands can either be on blocks, on your shin, or on the ground. Good, step your left foot all the way back. Send your right foot back to meet it, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Other side, inhale, left leg up to the sky. Stack your hips, bend your left knee. If you'd like to flip your dog here, you can. Plant your left foot behind you into this bridge pose. Left fingertips reach towards the front of your room. And then step your left foot all the way to the top of your mat. Release your back knee towards the ground. Inhale, arms up, low crescent lunge. Exhale, palms to heart center. Hook your right elbow outside your left knee for a twist. Gaze up towards the sky. Plant your hands down towards the ground. Tuck your right toes, lift up that right knee. And then start to open up your hips, walk your hands towards the long edge of your mat so you're in a low Skandasana lunge in your left leg. Lift your hips up as you switch towards the right leg Skandasana side lunge. And just kind of flossing through the joints, left, right. Try to stay low. Try to keep your chest high. Shift back and forth for one more round. And then plant your palms at the front of your space. Inhale, arms up, high crescent lunge. Right knee is lifted. Fingertips are reaching towards the sky. Your weight is in your left heel. Your shoulders are down, your throat is open. And exhale, plant your right palm onto the ground. Left arm twists for low lunge. Try to keep your knees squeezing in towards your midline here. Plant your left hand to the ground. Send your right foot about 6 inches in, lengthen through both knees, and relax the back of your neck for pyramid pose. Hips are pointing forward, toes are pointing forward. And allow yourself to exhale. Good, step that right foot all the way to the back. Let your left foot step back to meet it, high plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. And 3 rounds of breath in your downward facing dog, in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, bring your right knee towards your right wrist for pigeon pose, sitting back onto your right hip. Let's start off opening up your chest, keeping your shoulders stacked on top of your hips. And then when you're ready, start to fold forward over that right shin, allowing your heart rate to start to slow down and soften. You can create a pillow with your arms for your forehead. And start to walk your chest up. We're gonna bend your back knee now and then straighten your right leg towards the front of your space for like a jazz split. Inhale for length, arms up. And exhale, fold forward for a hamstring stretch over that right leg. So keep your lower body right where it's at. Just start to crawl your fingertips towards the left corner of your mat or towards your space. Kind of a stretch at this diagonal here. You might feel a good stretch in that left hip. Just relax the back of your neck, hang heavy. Allow gravity to do the work. And then walk your palms back behind you. Maybe you could lay back on towards your elbows or even all the way on towards your back. Really stretching that left internal hip. Keep the awareness on your breath. And walk yourself back up. Bend your right knee, so we're at a 90-90. And sit back onto your hips. I'm just gonna shift your knees side to side for windshield wiper until you end up towards the back of your space for pigeon pose on the left leg now. So big bend in that left knee, sitting onto that left hip. Keep your chest high at first. And then when you're ready, fold over that left knee, create a little pillow with your palms for your head. Start to feel your chest up. Bend your back knee and straighten your front knee for a little jazz split moment. Inhale, create some length between each vertebrae. Exhale, fold forward for a hamstring stretch over that left leg. Allow yourself to be curious about your body and where it holds tension, rather than judging yourself for being stiff or tight. Extend your fingertips towards the right corner of your space now. And keep your lower body where it's at as you just start to lean backwards, either onto your elbows or your back. The quality of your breath will dictate the quality of this pose. Start to sit all the way up. Now bend that left knee in. So we got two 90-degree angles, and then shift your hips side to side. Windshield wipers. Swing your legs to the front of your space and slowly start to roll onto your back. Give your knees a big hug into your chest. And then let your knees fall towards the right side of the room for a T-twist, gaze towards your left hand. Bring your knees up through center, over towards the left side of the room, as your gaze goes towards the right. Come back through center. We'll go through that bridge pose one more time. Knees bent, feet flat, hips up, and interlace your fingers behind you. Keep your knees pointing in. Keep your toes pointing forward. Hips high, chest high, relax your throat. And lower everything down. You can do another round of bridge pose, or if you're ready for a full wheel, you can plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Press up into your full wheel pose. Slowly start to lower everything down. Give your knees one last hug so you finish out with a rounded spine. Extend your legs long against your mat. Flip your palms up to receive any blessings that the universe has to offer you, to show that you're open to experiences. Or flip your palms down to feel grounded and relieve any anxiety. And allow your exhale to cue your body into its final resting pose for Shavasana, telling your body it's time to rest and enjoy the energy you just cultivated in this room, in your body. Maybe stay here for a good quality 10 to 20 breaths. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you. Namaste.